Attack on institutions is not new. This is something that we saw certainly during the Lewinsky scandal as well. But take a look at this sound between two congressmen, Rooney and Bass, if you could play that.
I would like to see the directors of those agencies purge it and say, look, we've got a lot of great agents, a lot of great lawyers here. Those are the people that I want the American people to see and know the good work's being done.
The type of purges he's talking about harkens back to the Cold War when there was a purge by McCarthy to find communists that were hidden in the federal government.
So, Bruce, what I'm wondering about is that no matter what Mueller decides, have the people already made up their minds that the system is corrupt, and they're either going to think that Trump did something bad or that he never did anything bad? And is that just the way it's going because it's becoming so politicized?
Well, it's definitely way too politicized, and I think you can't say regardless of what is found, because facts still matter a lot. But when you and I were talking about this year and my observation that I think 2018 is going to make 2017 seem tame, one of the reasons is we're going to see a war on a special counsel. We saw it against Cox in the Nixon era. We saw it against Ken Starr. It succeeded against Ken Starr. It failed against Cox. You know, in part, question one, is the special counsel and the investigation vulnerable? If you hire people who are Democratic donors, which they did, if you have people high up related to people who were in the FBI, there is vulnerability. Starr had some vulnerability. Cox did not. You have the media, and how's the media playing it? The media was entirely against Nixon. The media was entirely for Clinton. The media is going to be mixed here because of Fox and because of the Wall Street Journal and others. You're going to have media on both sides. Allies. You had Republican senators in the case of Nixon willing to go famously to the White House and say, we don't have your back anymore. When Bill Clinton, it was proven, lied under oath and otherwise came out, only Joe Lieberman was willing to stand up and say, hey, this is wrong. We can't stand for this. I think it's going to be potentially mixed in 2018 and a lot more supportive because folks like Flake and God forbid, but likely Senator McCain and others may not be there in 2019 in the Senate, and Corker. You know, and then it comes down to the facts. And at the end of the day, if the facts are merely debate about obstruction, I think you're going to have a fight over whether the special counsel ran a fair investigation, whether what they found is a high crime and misdemeanor, and that's not going to be helpful for a lot of the policy we were talking about we'd like to see, and it will certainly roil the elections.